Alright guys, welcome back to another vlog. I got the hub in for the steering wheel that I bought, the Grant steering wheel. Also, I have a little project going on here that we're gonna do. Cooler, some metal pipe, got a fan, 12 volt cigarette lighter. What do you want? Huh? What do you want? A 12 volt cigarette lighter plug-in. Corolla doesn't have AC. I've seen many people make these little ice chest air coolers, AC units, swamp coolers, whatever the heck you want to call them. But I had a pretty good idea for one. I want to take a crack at it, see if I could do it. Because I'm probably going to end up deleting I'm going to delete the pump and everything off of the AC. Delete the pump, delete the condenser, delete all that kind of stuff, free up more room to let the radiator cool a little bit better. Because it doesn't need to be there. It's only hot a couple months here during the summer here in Arizona, so why not? You know, make it a little cooler that I can throw in the back seat or something like that keeps me cool and have it super ghetto. But hey, cool is cool, man. If I'm comfortable, I'm good with it. So I've already kind of started on it here. I got a Oasis Marine fan off of Amazon. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but it's just like the same thing as the Seaflow fans or the Atwood fans. They're really, really high CFM. They blow a lot of air, move a lot of air, and that's pretty much what I wanted. I have the little $20 Rubbermaid cooler here that I'm going to cut a hole in. I already kind of have it marked out there. There's going to be another hole right about here or so where this end's going to come out. And I have this metal pipe I got from Home Depot. I bent it. The more time you can keep it in the ice, the cooler the air's going to get. 4-inch not intercooler piping, but intake pipe that I had left over from when I was going to build the truck. And that's what's going to be coming out of the side on this side. And that's where all the air will be coming out. So yeah, I'm gonna drill the holes in it, cut it out, fit this thing in there. How, I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna fit it in there, and then I'm going to use some urethane from my work van to seal up right here, because it leaks a lot right here and I don't want water getting into the system. All this stuff here, all these ribs, they seem to seal really, really good. I submerged it in my bathtub, and it was only leaking from these areas here and over here. So I'm going to just seam those up with urethane, get those to seal up real nicely, and then we should be good. And then I got to get a smaller boot here, because this is like a little oversized for 3-inch. This is here, but I was able to stretch it on. But this is 3-inch apparently. Well, it's actual 3-inch. This is 3-inch PVC, so 3-inch inner diameter on PVC. So I gotta have to go see if I can find a 2.5-inch, because a 2.5-inch I could probably stretch onto the end of the fan here. But I'm gonna run downstairs and show you guys how much air this thing moves and just plug it into the Corolla. All right, so we're in the Corolla here. Fan's plugged in. This car has no off ignition or off accessory power, so I have to turn the key on for it. But I'll show you how much air it actually moves, and it's not even that loud either, so that makes me happy. She's going. Moves a good amount of air. I like it. That should push a lot of air through that cooler. Should work pretty damn good. Hell yeah. That makes me really happy. One thing I do need to do though is I need to go to Home Depot to get some kind of hole saw bit to cut that out, because that's an actual 4-inch. I can get a bit for that. And then I don't know what size this is going to be. Probably closer to a 5, to be honest, because this coupler here is a 4-inch and it's stretched onto here, and this is where this bend here is gonna be like, that's where it's gonna come out right there. So it'll come out, boom, stop, and that's where it'll come out right here, and then this will be coming out this way right here. So I don't know, probably like a 4.5-inch or something like that. Or I saw at Home Depot there's a drywall cutting drill bit, I guess you could say. It has adjustable blades on it, and it's plastic with foam in it. So I figure, you know what, that may work really good. It may suck, but it's not that expensive, so I figure instead of spending like $40 per hole saw, because when they get big like that, like a 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, they get really expensive. So if I can go cheaper and get that drywall bit that has the adjustable blades on it, who knows, I may be able to cut it out really nicely and have it good. And then once I get everything all mounted up in there and get that whole tube mounted inside the cooler and get the fan mounted on the outside of the cooler, we're gonna come back with the I'm either gonna buy some caulking, or I'll just use my urethane, windshield urethane, and glue in to seal it all up and make sure it's like just like super sealed. And I mean that should seal it up really nice. Urethane, I mean, works for windshields, should work for this. And then at that point we go to the gas station or something and get probably 2 bags of ice, break it up real nicely, drop it in there, turn it on, and let it rip. And it should, from what I've seen on a couple of build threads on YouTube and on Google and stuff like that, there's actually a guy out here in Arizona who built about the same concept, and with this tubing and stuff like that, he was able to get it down to I think it was like in like mid 40s, like when he had it in his house. The air temperature coming out was like mid 40s. I don't have a temperature like a laser thermometer or anything like that. I think my girlfriend has one for cooking, which will work as long as it goes low enough. But we'll see. But once as soon as girlfriend gets home, I'm gonna take her car, run to Home Depot, get that bit, and then we'll start on it. 'Cause I'm gonna build this thing tonight and show you guys what's up. All right, so I already went to Home Depot. I got 2 little things of caulking, just some clear stuff so I can seal it up with. And this is that drill bit blade thing I was talking about. Adjustable from 2 to 7 inches, but it's actually, I've already started on it. It's working pretty damn good, so we'll get to it. Ooh, that's torquey. Switch gears. Oy. Alright. So I pretty much cut all the way through, but I gotta cut through this part here. So I'm gonna try to use my knife to get some of this cut and try to get the shape, and then I'm gonna try to continue with the drill bit. Well, making a friggin' mess here. Foam everywhere, all over me. But I got this is the exit pipe. Got it fitted in there. So I gotta cut another hole, this area I guess, to get this section through. I don't know what size that is though. I gotta test fit and see if I can get that thing to cut the correct size. Okay, switch it to low gear. Wow, yes. Psh. And we're going to do a little bit of trimming with a knife, and then we try and snake that piece through. I should probably definitely vacuum this out first. And so then, because once I get it in there, it's not coming out. Once it's in there, it's done. Alright, so I got the couplers off, got these end sections slathered up with some sealant here, over here on the inside of that one, and on the outside. Inside I didn't do this, I just did the outside of it, but that should be plenty. But yeah, so I cut the hole, tried to test fit it, too small. I thought it was correct, it's too small. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to start trimming it, I guess, with my knife and trying to widen it out a little bit. Super crappy. And she fits. Boom, hole's cut, ready to go. This is the entrance tube, comes down, goes around, goes back around, comes out here, and this is where the cold air will come out. Fill it to the top with ice. Should work pretty good. I'm just waiting on the sealant to dry here, and then inside here before I try messing with it anymore. I think I need to wait to put sealant on the hole in the cooler there and the hole in the cooler there until I get the couplers on first, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, check in a little bit. Alright, so fans mounted. Got as much sealant as I could on this side. Couldn't really get down in there. I got some on the outside of here. No, nothing on the inside because it is a tight fit there, so we'll be okay. I got as much as I could on the inside of here, but it's a pain in the butt, so we will, if I need to add more, I will like popsicle stick it in there or whatever, but for the most part, this is the final setup, I guess. Just gotta wait for it to dry, fill it up with ice, and call it a day. Well guys, it's Saturday. I just got off work. I just went and did a morning shift. I did 3 jobs at work. The sealant, caulking, whatever you want to call it, is not quite dry yet. It's still kind of tacky. It does say on the bottle that in cool or humid climates, it'll take more than 24 hours to dry. So I think I'm just gonna take it downstairs and put it in my car. That way it gets baked. And hopefully tonight it should be fully cured. So we will see. If not, we're gonna test it out tomorrow. But I think today I'm gonna go install the new steering wheel. My desk is a mess right now because I've done so much stuff yesterday. But yeah, I think we're gonna go install the steering wheel. Steering wheel's down in the trunk of the car, and then we'll put the hub on, get her all bolted up, get it going. And I was also thinking, I have these 2 PC fans, these old PC fans. I'm not sure what size they are. They're pretty small. This one's probably 100 millimeters, maybe 80. This one's probably in the 60 range or something like that. But I was thinking, if this little AC thing works good, maybe I'll make like a little one to like put on my desk or something like that, just so I have cold air blowing right on me. Yeah, apartment has AC and everything, but I like doing projects, I like making stuff, and if I can do something cool that you guys like, well, why not? So we'll see if we can make anything out of these 2 guys. All right. Let's put this bad boy on there. Oh, we got there. Looks like 1 screw. All right, let's get this horn button off there. Cool, horn's off. Fuck that thing. 17, 18. Let's go find it. Well, she's in. I like it much better. See, for a cheap steering wheel, cheap Grant steering wheel, it looks good. It's very simple. It feels good here at the hands. On both sides, it has like little contours here that fit your hands really, really nice. And I had this in my CRX, and I absolutely loved it. So I like it a lot. No more stickiness. It's a little closer to the dash than I would like, but whatever. It's not that bad. When I'm sitting in my normal seating position, hand here, hand here, hand here, it all feels pretty comfortable, so we're good. But other than that, just waiting on that sealant to dry on the AC unit, and then we're gonna stack a bunch of ice in it and come down here, set it up inside the car, and let her rip tater chip and see if it cools this thing down. Let's see. What's the weather like today? And keep in mind, we're in Phoenix area, Arizona weather. So the high today is 107. Yeah, high today is 107. It's 104 right now. So if I wait until about 4 p.m., 5 p.m., about 3 to 4 p.m., it'll be the hottest part of the day. At that point, that's when I'll come down here. We'll test the AC unit. I'll sit out here for a couple hours or an hour or two and see how she goes and see if it cools this thing down. Because if it works, oh, I'll be so happy. Now, she's full of ice. I got this little thermometer that I'm gonna throw in the car so we can see what the temperature is before we start. Then I got a little probe thermometer as well that I'm gonna put inside the tubing to measure the air temperature, and we're gonna do a time lapse of like 2 hours or so and see what the temperature changes. All right, what time is it here? It's 5:30. I put that little round, I went to Home Depot. I bought a round, like, hang on the wall thermometer, just a little needle one. I've had it sitting in the car for about an hour now. I just put the cooler down in here, so it's not on or anything. I just stuck it down in here. I bought the little thermometer here. I'm gonna put this in to check air temperatures. What else? I think this is where I'm gonna put it, I guess. Just firing straight forward like that. As you can see, it's about 112 degrees in here or so. So we're gonna get this thing kicking, see how she works. And we're gonna leave it running for probably, I don't know. Oh, let's see here, get this thermometer out. Oh, I'm gonna hook it up to the battery charger and let it run for a couple hours. But we're gonna start it with the door closed here, so it's super, super hot. You're gonna see me start to sweat here in a little bit until it starts to cool down. But yeah, let's get this thing going. Oh, let's see here. Nice long cable here so I can plug this damn thing in. All right, and this, like I said, this car has no off accessory power, so we'll see how this goes. Ready? Here we go. Woo. Oh man, it's already cool air big time. I wish I could show you guys this, but let's get this thing popped up in here. Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it sitting in there. Might have to use some tape. Tape it down like that. Not sure though. The air's already really cool. It's moving some good air too. So we'll check back in a couple hours and see how she's doing. Alright, so I've been in here for, I don't know, about an hour now. I think this design for Arizona isn't gonna cut it. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. The air temperatures going in are so hot that it's just melting the ice so fast. And the air temperature, like, it's cool coming out, but it's not cold. I would say the air temperature is probably in the 80s, maybe less than that. The temperature probe here is showing 90 degrees. Read that. Showing 90 degrees there, 90.1 degrees. It was like 87 earlier, but that's just inside the tubing there. But that's also, this is all like I need a different one. This is a like touch style, like it has to be touching something to get a correct reading. So I need something that's like an air temperature. I'll try to find one on Amazon or something like that and order one, but I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and try in a different way. I think I'm gonna wire this thing up to a little inverter so I can like plug it into the garage, something like that, because it stays cool in the garage and the air temperature in the garage is much better. So I think it'll be better that way. But yeah, we'll have to see. Like the water temperature and everything is really low, really low. I mean, the air temperature in here dropped from 112 down to like 102. So it's still hot as shit in here, but we'll check the temperature for the water right now. And it does, I added water into it and it leaks. So that's a fail. It leaks on the fan side where I tried getting as much sealant as I could in there, and I don't know what it is about this stuff, but it's been like 20 hours now and it's still like wet. So I don't know, let's go check the water temperature. As you see here, I had it propped up because it was leaking from underneath here. I put a nice JDM filter on there just because it can help quiet it down a little bit. But let's alright, so I had it full of ice, and you can see there's not much ice left, but turn this on here. So yeah, water temperature is like 30, 37, 38 degrees, something like that. Like, it's cold water, but it's just not doing the best, and it's because this pipe right here is pretty darn hot. Let's test this right here and see if we can get a reading off of this. Still climbing. So I'm gonna guess the pipe temperature is probably close to 100 degrees. And if you look, the pipes are floating. So, like, they're not, if they were underneath, like fully submerged, it would do way better, because I can push this way down. And if I got it way down like that, it would most likely cool everything down a whole lot more. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure out a better plan for this, and we're gonna attack it again and see how she goes. But hey, it's like science. This is actually really fun. So we need to make the air stay inside the tubing longer. We need to do smaller diameter tubing, and we need to get a way to mount it down inside so that it works well. So I think I'm gonna keep this design, but I think I'm gonna incorporate like a PC radiator and put a pump inside here. So when I put really cold water in here, like put a bunch of ice and water in here, I can pump it out and then put a radiator, mount it in front of here so that nothing but cold air comes in, and that'll actually help it big time. So we're gonna try that next with this design, but I'm gonna crack out another design here in the next week or two and see how things go. So hey, we got the steering wheel installed. That's a plus. Now the little AC unit, definitely a fail. We need smaller tubing, more tubing, and we need the air to stay in the tubing longer. And then definitely need something not flexible so that we can rigid mount tubing inside the cooler, so when we fill it full of ice, it's not gonna float when we put water in it, and that should help big time. So I got some thinking to do, some drawing to do. We will jump in, try to design something pretty cool, but we're gonna end it right there. You guys, leave a comment. If you guys have made one of these things, let me know what's worked for you guys. Give me tips, give me ideas. I'm down to listen. But other than that, comment, subscribe, like, you know, give me ideas.